Guys, how are you? It's Pandora. I'm back with another in-game tank review, and this time it's the STA. It's the Tier 8 Japanese medium tank. I have to say I've got a bit of a thing for the Japanese tanks, and this tank is no different. Obviously it plays a little bit different from the Chi-Ri. You don't have an autoloader. What it does have, it's got some pretty decent gun depression, and I think that might make it somewhat favourable for those who might want to play in the hills or play on the slopes. The one big con about this tank is the armor, or the lack of. It hasn't got much armor. Even in the turret, there is not much armor. As you can see there, it has got a big mantlet, and that is spaced armor, and you might catch shots off that. But it's one of those tanks that you want to be sniping and supporting your heavies and other mediums. The good thing about the tank is the gun. It's a high rate of fire, low alpha, high penetration values. It's 225 alpha, but you can reload in just under 6 seconds, and the penetration values are really good for this tank. While it's not the fastest medium in its tier, it does get around the map pretty quick enough, and the good thing about the tank is it gets up to speed pretty quick as well. It does offer some pretty good hull and turret reverse as well. I found myself in situations against TDs where I was able to get around them and COD them. It's not that bad when it comes to credit coefficiency as well. It earns credits on a rate of 125%, which isn't too bad for its tier. Some might say the promo ammunition is a bit of a drawback. It does fire heat, so you might find yourself struggling against the Russian heavies on the same tier. Okay, I'm going to stop yabbering. My normal format, I play 3 games and I really just take you through them. So without further ado, we're going to go straight into the games and see how the tank performs. Okay, and the first game is at Black Goldville, and it's an encounter battle. Looking at the team makeup, depending on where we spawn, we're probably going to go up. Well, that's the decision making that I'm making here. Yeah, we've got some pretty big heavies. Those 2 French heavies, I'm expecting a bit of a performance from them. Somebody from the team calls up, the AMX-50, so I just give him the affirmative. Keep an eye on that SP1C because he's going to have a good game. So my thought process here is really just to push up here to this building, use the soft cover and try and spot any reds that might come up. So I'm just working my way up to this bush, and I'm just keeping an eye out for any reds that I might see up here. And nothing is popping. Now there is a red that comes up. He's already made it past. I just haven't detected him. It's the SP1C. Gonna try and put some shots in on him. So he's coming through. He's just charging really, and he just he just gets deleted. Okay, so we're up to a good start. We're up a tank, which always helps, and I'm just really trying to keep these 2 spotted and just see what else might come up. Put a shot in on the T-43. As you can see, it's pretty good at peekabooming. Hasn't got any problems there, so it's that's definitely an advantage in this tank. And suddenly I become very aware of my position. I'm getting spotted, and there's an IS-2 that's flanked around the side, and I'm very aware of the situation that we're in here. We've got some tanks here on low health, so I make a decision here to charge and to push. So I'm pushing up. I'm trying to inspire my team to come up with me. I'm taking some hits. Probably not the greatest of decisions, but I wanted to get up here, put a shot on the CDC. I'll take one back though, and at this point I'm just looking for some help from my team here, trying to motivate them to get up. There's the SP1C. He's just charged up, and it's really 3 against 1 against this tank that's been marooned by the rest of the team. That Sturry Mill is in the bad place. He's taking hits from all angles, able to put shots in on there. You can see the accuracy of the gun. It's a decent gun. The Sturry Mill goes down, and it's really just a matter of trying to take out these other 2 tanks that have been spotted. It's the ISU-152 goes down, and as you can see, no problems with the gun. The SP1C has just gone in and around. He's done a cracking job at spotting them. So it's really just a matter of pushing up here, try and helping him out. He's pushing right on. So I'm trying to push up here to try and support him, try and take out this T-32. IS-2 is having a good game. He's taking out our T-25, and you can see here with the gun, struggling a little bit with gun depression. Put a shot in just on the turret off the T-32, and the T-32 is looking at me, but for some reason he's also looking at the AMX. He's probably figured that he can try and take out the AMX. He's got less hit points than me, so I've got free reign here and managed to finish him off. So we've done pretty well. It's 4 against 1 at this point. The IS-2 is left, the guy who was flanking at the start. It's really just a matter of getting down there and trying to support the rest of our tanks. You can see the SP1C. he's done a cracking job. He's just all eyes are on him. So I managed to get a cheeky shot here, and this is where you can see the peekaboo potential of the tank. I am using heat, but at this angle I am going to penetrate him. And it's really just popping in, popping out, and just finishing him off. So all in all, not a bad game. I was kind of lucky with the fact that I charged up at the top. Very lucky that the team came up and supported me. 2.3, third class, and a Confederate. So all in all, not a bad game. Okay, we're going to get into the second game. Awkward silence. There we go. All right, second game is on mines. Looking at the team makeup, it's kind of mixed. I'm putting some shout outs here because I just want to see what the tactics is from the rest of the team. So I'm just going to put it out there. If we're going to go hill, don't rush though. And I'm also asking for some track shots because you can't underestimate track shots. I'm assuming with their makeup they're going to try and push up. They've got a CDC and a T-54. So I'm pushing up here. I'm going to take the right hand side of this hill because if there's tanks that do go up, I'm not cutting myself off from being able to shoot them. It's a nicely placed rock here, so I'm just going to sit here, some soft cover with the bush. Our T-54 is pushing up now. I didn't really want that. Okay, so he's pushed up anyway. And he's trying to protect the mouth of the hill here. Managed to put a shot in on the T-54, but our T-54 is in trouble. Put another shot in. Their RU pushes on, and suddenly our T-54 is unsupported. And he's up against 3 tanks. Their CDC backs off. We managed to get a shot in. We managed to kill their T-54. And at this point, I've decided to push on up the hill. Try and support what was up there because he's been killed. There's an RU up there. I'm going to take the left hand side of the hill. Now, I'm cautious that there might be snipers in their spawn, and this is quite an interesting encounter here with the RU. RU has kind of rushed that shot. He hasn't driven the best. And as you can see, the high rate of fire comes in handy there. Obviously I got some support as well from my team, so I give them the affirmative there. The majority of the red team look like they've tried to flank on the far side, so I'm trying to just keep them spotted, put shots in, put a shot in there on the defender. I'm also just checking with my gun depression who I can actually get on the red team. Keeping an eye on the CDC there. They're all over here. They're all over here. So it's really just a matter of trying to keep them spotted. This CDC has a really good game. Just checking my angles there. I want to be careful. I want to make sure that I'm not able to take hits or not taking hits inappropriately. So just trying to be patient here. Take a hit there from the CDC. He hasn't got much hit points, but and he's doing pretty well there. Keeping an eye on the VK. He's got a shot in on me. I've got the height advantage here, so I've straightened out his armor, so I'm going for him here. I hit adrenaline, and I'm really just trying to take this guy out. And here you can see the peekaboo potential again of the tank. High rate of fire. It's really works really well in those kind of situations. So we're down tanks here. It's 4-2, and I've completely forgotten about that CDC. He reset his camo and did really well to get that shot in. I'm just keeping an eye on him here. If I shoot him here, I can probably take him out. So I'm really just trying to be patient. Haven't got many. There go all my teammates. So I'm out of here. They're coming up the hill for me. So I'm really trying to get into a position where I can maybe flank them or try and get some shots in on them. It's looking unlikely though. It's 4 against 1. I have to go down here, try and preserve myself in some form. Slide down the hill, do pretty well not to track myself, but here comes the defender. I've got heat loaded, put a shot in on him, take a shot from him, and I get double tapped here. The CDC finishes me off. CDC had a really good game. Not a good game there. 2.6. Yeah, and you can see the team hasn't really done well there. Sometimes crap teams can work in your favor. Not an odd example then, Dennis. Oh, the timing of that tweet is just ironic. Yeah, 1 kill, 2.6 damage. Not the best. Okay, onwards and upwards. Let's forget about it. Third game, Copperfield Supremacy. Looking at the team makeup, and the majority of the red team here is mediums. They've got 1 TD and only 1 heavy. So I've made a decision. I'm going to go uphill here. I've spawned on the site where you're almost expected to flank because you're a medium, but yeah, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go up the hill here, assuming that they've only got 1 heavy. We might see the IS here on the top of the hill, so I'm going to push on up there. The meta on this map tends to be the far side where a lot of people snipe. Put a call out that I'm going up. The ISU get an affirmative from him, and the IS3 and the KB13. Put a shot out there to see if I'm spotted. Not spotted so far. Probably wouldn't be spotted at that angle. I decide to push on this side here. I'm just being a little bit cautious to see there might be someone at the back of the map. Pushing on. I'm not going to go for the A-cap. I'm going to let somebody else get that. My priority here is to spot anyone who might be at the back of the field here. And hey presto, we've got a JPAN 2. So put a shot on him. Hey there, little fella. And there you can see the good penetration. I've damaged his ammo rack. I'm going to try and put another shot in on him. He's out of here. He is out of here. Don't connect with the second shot. But I'm not going to chase after him. I'm just going to try and support from up here. Taking the high ground for a reason. I'm drunk driving here. I hit the IS3. I'm just waiting for him to take a shot. He's taking a shot. I roll out. Try and take a shot on the RU. And there's probably makes my tank look really good because he got a big hit there from the ISU at the same time. So good peekaboom scat kill. So I'm wandering down here. My priority here is to try and take out the Centurion next. So I'm just rolling down into a position where I can shoot him, and I've got cover here as well. So I put a shot in on him. ISU takes a big shot on him. He's on fire.
Don't shoot! Let him burn!
Nope. Another scab kill. Take him out. And trying to really just keep an eye on the rest of the tanks here. There's the JPAN 2. He still hasn't repaired the artillery rack. Put a shot in on him. He's wandering back into the B cap. And I've got a little bit excited here. I've rolled down the hill prematurely. Trying to push shots here in the IS that I've almost forgotten about. But he turns his attention towards someone else on the team. Putting shots on him. I've got heat loaded. My priority here is to try and take this tank out as soon as possible. So it's really just a matter of taking him out. So we take him out. JPAN 2 is taking another big hit from the ISU. Put a shot in on him. Set him on fire. And the ISU is wandering. He's trying to get the kill. No! My kill! Another scab kill. Finish out the JPAN 2. Just turning my focus here towards the last 2 on the red team. We've got the Panther M10. Take a hit there from the T-43 on the far side. Put a shot in on the M10, and I'm turning my attention towards the T-43. There's the ISU again, dumping shots on the red team. Put a shot in there on the move, and moving in to finish him off, but the IS-3 actually gets the kill on him. Last kill, there's only 1 red left, 3 against 1. It's a done deal. We know where the last red is. Get hit with a bit of lag here, so apologies. Just really trying to get my tank in to try and get this guy as quick as possible. I'm aware that I've got 4 kills at this point, so I really want to get the last kill. So wandering up, spawn him up, put a shot in, roll back into cover, and the ISU is with me. M10 turns his focus towards the ISU, and I nearly blocked the ISU shot there, but he puts another big shot in, and last shot, last kill, managed to finish off the M10 Panther. So I had a really good feeling about this game. I thought I was going to do well. We get 2 missions, always a good sign. 3.3 of damage, first class mastery, top gun, Walter Radley, and the high caliber. How many scab kills do you need to get the ace mastery, eh? Not a bad game in all though. So not a bad little tank. I like it. What you find yourself playing the role of most is cleanup, because of the high rate of fire and the low alpha. But in saying that, you have to be aware that you're probably going to need 2 or 3 more shots to kill reds. I really like the Japanese line that's there. I'm hoping that Wargaming expand on that and add more lines or more tanks to the tree. Can't really understand why they're introducing more trees, but they haven't really expanded more in the Japanese tree. What's there, I really like. Guys, if you're still watching at this point, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching, and as always, look after yourself and take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, as always, if you like the video, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. You can also find me on Twitter at @blitz_noobs with a Z. Take care. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.